Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel where we uncover the real value behind everyday coins and turn simple pocket change into exciting discoveries. Today, we are focusing on the most valuable 50-cent coins and why these half-dollar coins hold a special place in the world of numismatics. Many people overlook 50-cent coins because they are not commonly used in daily transactions, yet this is exactly why some of them had become rare and valuable over the years. Half-dollar coins were minted with silver, different designs and changing mint locations, creating a wide variety of collectible pieces. Some were produced during important historical moments while others survived in very small numbers, making them extremely desirable for collectors. In this video, we will guide you through the key factors that make a 50-cent coin valuable, including age, rarity, condition, metal content, and minting errors. Let's get started.
The 2005 Australian 50-cent coin is a circulating commemorative issue that collectors seek for its special reverse designs and historical themes. One 2005 design celebrates the Melbourne 2006 Commonwealth Games and was the winning entry from a student competition by Kelly Just, and features the words Melbourne 2006 and Commonwealth Games. Another 2005 reverse commemorates the 60th anniversary of the end of World War II, and this design was inspired by photographic material from the Australian War Memorial and sculpted by Wojciech Petronik. Physical specifications for the 2005 50-cent coin are copper nickel. Composition mass: 15.55 grams diameter, 31.51 millimeters, and a dodecagonal shape, which are useful details when checking authenticity. Mintage figures vary by issue, and the Royal Australian Mint records millions of pieces struck in 2005 for different designs, but there are also low mintage, presentation, and carded issues and limited uncirculated releases that can be significantly scarcer than standard circulation examples. Market values for a typical circulated 2005 50-cent coin usually hover close to face value. However, collectors pay premiums for uncirculated, certified pieces. Special packaging or recognized errors in online listings show retail asking prices ranging from about $2 for worn examples to $35 or more for carded or premium condition pieces. Certain error coins and minting anomalies are tracked by collectors, and small defects such as coud marks, die breaks, or mistrikes can raise interest in value, but severity, rarity, and collector demand determine any premium. So, inspect coins carefully and compare to known error examples before assuming high value. High-grade certified examples graded by PCGs or similar third-party services can fetch substantially higher prices, and auction sales and dealer listings for graded 50-cent coins show that condition matters far more than date alone when estimating worth. If you want to sell or upgrade your 2005 50-cent coin, consider photographing it in natural light, checking weight and dimensions against official specs, storing it in acid-free holders, and getting a professional grading opinion for high-end pieces, and list on reputable platforms, or consult a local coin dealer for appraisal. Subscribe for more coin guides for step-by-step tips on how to identify mint marks, packaging, and rare issues, how to store and grade your coins, and how to spot valuable errors, and hit the like button and the bell so you do not miss upcoming videos where we examine 40 mint examples and deep dive into rare 50-cent variants from Australia and around the world. Our Australian Wuxi cent coin, the centenary of Federation series, introduced a set of state and territory designs for collectors in circulation, and this video will show you what to look for and what these coins are worth. So stay with me and make sure you subscribe for more coin videos. A quick history of the 50-cent coin in Australia. The coin first appeared with decimal currency in 1966, and its design and metal content changed over the years, and the 2001 coins are copper, nickel, 12-sided coins weighing 15.55 grams. What makes the 2001 50-cent series special is the Centenary of Federation theme, which feature different state and territory, crests on the reverse rather, than the usual coat of arms in the Royal Australian Mint released. Many designs across the year, so collectors were eager to complete sets. Typical value for a circulated 2001 50-cent coin is usually around face value to a few dollars depending on condition and which state design you have, with sets and lightly circulated pieces selling for small premiums while mint sets and uncirculated examples command higher prices. Proof coins, mint sets, and specialist uncirculated coins from the Royal Australian Mint can be worth noticeably more so if you have a coin in excellent condition. Check specialist dealers and auction records as prices for uncirculated pieces vary widely depending on rarity and demand. Error varieties are where the big money can appear. In 2001, Federation coins machine die, doubling double rim effects and other striking anomalies have been reported, and genuine error pieces can attract collectors and command significant premiums, so examine your coin under magnification for unusual doubling or off-center strikes. How to inspect your 2001 50-cent coin. Hold the coin under good light. Look for doubled design elements, unusual raised rims, misaligned edges, or planchette issues, and avoid cleaning or polishing a coin, as that can reduce its collector value. And always compare with verified images from trusted sources before assuming rarity. Grading and selling. Advice: if you think your coin is a rare error or in exceptional condition, get it professionally graded by a recognized service and take clear photographs for online listings. When selling, choose reputable auction houses or numismatic dealers to get accurate valuations. Subscription details and channel call to action. If you want more detailed videos on how to identify errors, how to grade coins, and how to check auction prices, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and drop a comment below with the design you have. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with other collectors. Thanks for watching, and remember, check your change. You might be holding a 2001 50-cent coin that is worth more than you think, and if you want, I will make a deep dive video on the rarest errors from the 2001 Federation series, so comment below which state design you want me to research next. The 1994 Australian 50-cent coin celebrates the International Year of the Family and shows a stylized family gathering on its reverse. Designed for circulation by the Royal Australian Mint, this coin is large and substantial, weighing 15.55 grams and measuring about 31.5 millimeters across in its dodecagonal shape, and it is struck in cupro nickel, which is 75% copper and 25% nickel. Collectors watch for the 1994 date because the Royal Australian Mint released this design into general circulation and also included the coin in mint and proof sets and in special sets such as the Gumnut Baby Mint set, which adds collector interest. Modern market values for circulated examples are usually modest because the mintage was high, but uncirculated examples or coins with exceptional tone or eye appeal can command collector premiums, and coins sold by dealers and auction sites give a good guide to current values. Error coins and unusual varieties are where serious premiums appear in examples such as die cracks, doubled dies, or rare misstrikes can sell for many times face value if they are authenticated and attract the attention of specialist collectors. When you handle a 1994 50-cent coin, look at the edges, the fields, and the portrait for any damage or cleaning, because condition is the single biggest factor that separates a common piece from one that is worth a great deal more to collectors. If you make videos about coin hunting or coin roll searching, mention how to check for varieties, wide date and narrow date differences, and how to use simple tools such as a loop and a soft cloth to examine the device without damaging the coin. For your channel, ask viewers to like, subscribe, and press the bell to support future uploads, and invite them to comment below with photos of any 1994 50-cent coins they find, and to note whether those coins came from pocket change collections, rolls, or estate lots. Include useful subscription details such as how often you Upload what types of coins you cover, and A. Short note on where to find. Detailed coin guides and price. List in your video description so viewers can follow up after watching. End the video with a friendly reminder to treat coins gently to preserve patina and to seek professional grading for any coin they believe may be a high-value error or a rare, uncirculated specimen. References and sources for the factual points above. Mintage and values reference for the 1994 50-cent coin. Specifications, weight, composition, and size from coin listings and mint records. Design name, year of the family, and inclusion in mint and proof sets. Royal Australian Mint general information about 50-cent issues. This video explores the 50-cent coin from Australia, dated 2000, and covers its design, history, and general background. The obverse shows the reigning monarch at the time, and the reverse carries the familiar Australian coat of arms or special commemorative artwork depending on the issue. This coin is part of the continuing series of Australian 50-cent coins, and collectors often look for condition, rarity, and any special striking features. Value and worth explained for beginners and collectors. In most everyday situations, the 2000 50-cent coin circulates at face value. Collectors may pay a premium for coins in uncirculated condition, mint state, or examples with striking errors or unusual toning. Keep in mind, market demand plays a big role in what a specific coin will fetch. How condition affects price and grading basics. A coin that is uncirculated and retains original luster will usually be worth more than a worn example from pocket circulation. Grading terms like good, fine, very fine, extremely fine about uncirculated and mint state give buyers and sellers a common language to discuss condition. Professional grading by a recognized service can increase confidence and sometimes the resale value, but it also incurs fees and handling time. Rarity factors and what makes certain 2000 coins special. Low mintage varieties minting. Errors in special proof or commemorative strikes attract collectors. Errors can include off-center strikes, clipped, planchettes, and double strikes, while varieties might include different die pairs or finish types. When a genuine rarity appears on the market, prices can rise quickly depending on how many collectors are chasing it. Long information about 40 mint and what that phrase might mean for collectors. The phrase 40 mint could refer to a batch of 40 coins, an attribute, code, a catalog number, or a shorthand used in a particular collection. It might also indicate research into 40 individual mint examples to establish the range of variation for the 2000 issue, if you mean a specific catalog entry or a mint mock related notation. Then consults specialized Australian coin catalogs, auction records, and mint reports to confirm exact meaning. How to identify authentic 2000 50-cent coins and avoid common pitfalls. Check weight, diameter, and edge. Reading against official specifications from the Royal Australian Mint. Look for consistent design details and clear struck elements, as crude or soft details could indicate wear or inauthentic manufacture. Use a loop and a digital scale, and when in doubt, compare with verified reference examples or seek a reputable coin dealer opinion. This video looks at the 1977 Australian 50-cent coin and explains what collectors need to know about value and history. The coin features the Australian coat of arms on one side and Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, and it is a large dodecagonal coin that many collectors recognize. Mintage and varieties can affect value, and when people mention 40 mint, they may be referring to a specific mintage, figure, a die variety, or a collector. Shorthand, so always check the exact marking and provenance of your coin. In typical circulated condition, a 1977 50-cent coin is usually worth face value to a few Australian dollars, while uncirculated or high grade examples can attract premiums, and rare certified pieces can sometimes reach higher sums depending on demand. Grading plays a major role in value, and small scratches, wear, and toning can change a collector's willingness to pay, so consider professional grading for coins you believe are above average. To check authenticity, examine weight, edge, and detail, compare with trusted reference images, and consult a reputable dealer or grading service before selling or buying. When selling lists, clear photos show. Obverse, reverse, and edge include grade, information, and any certification. And consider platforms like auction houses specialist, coin dealers, and collector forums for best results. For storage, keep coins in acid. Freeholders avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning often reduces value and maintain consistent temperature and humidity to preserve condition. If you like this deep dive, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more coin value videos. And if you want specific valuations, send clear pictures and condition details. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment with your questions and share this video with fellow collectors and follow for more long-form coin content.
Today, we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating pieces of Australian coin history, the 2001 Australian 50-cent coin that was issued to celebrate the centenary of Federation when Australia became a unified nation in 1901. And this coin carries not only monetary value but a story that spans over 100 years of history and pride for collectors around the world. Royal Australian Mint. The 2001 Australian 50-cent coin is a 12-sided copper-nickel coin made with 75% copper and 25% nickel, and it weighs exactly 15.55 grams with a diameter of 31.50 millimeters, giving it a unique feel and presence in your hand that collectors appreciate. Prospect Stamps and Coins.com.au. This coin was struck by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra to mark the 100th anniversary of the Federation of all 6 colonies into the Commonwealth of Australia, and, unlike many regular circulation coins, the 2001 series included multiple designs representing the coat of arms of each individual state and territory of Australia, and a special version with the national coat of arms. Royal Australian Mint +1. In total, the Centenary series in 2001 had multiple mintage numbers, with the general Centenary of Federation 50-cent coins seeing tens of millions of pieces released, while the individual state issues had much smaller mintages, such as the Northern Territory with around 2.1 million and South Australia with around 2.4 million, and others in similar ranges, making some versions scarcer than others. Coins and Australia.com. Plus, when it comes to value on the market, the 2001 Australian 50-cent coin is in circulated condition often sell around or slightly above face value, but when you look at uncirculated or graded coins in higher grades, the prices can rise significantly, and collectors will pay more for pristine examples, with some near mint specimens reaching over 20 to 40 Australian dollars depending on grade, rarity, and certification. Coins and Australia.com. A coin in brilliant uncirculated condition, or one that is certified by a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, can attract even more attention and value because collectors know that a graded coin has a verified condition and authenticity, and this dramatically improves desirability among serious numismatists. Coins and Australia.com. In addition to basic value, enthusiasts look for unique features and occasional minting errors, such as strike variances, misaligned images, or double dies that can cause a particular 50-cent piece from any year, including 2001, to be worth significantly more than typical market price, is a concept that every coin collector should understand as you hunt through collections and pocket change. Coin-identifier.com. The history behind the 2001 series makes it historically important because it was one of the largest and most popular series of commemorative 50-cent coins ever issued by the Royal Australian Mint, and many collectors attempt to build full sets of all 9 state